YOLO boom. Imagine if somebody has never watched my videos and they clicked into my video for the first time and see me looking like this. Just imagine. They would probably be like, okay, what the fuck is this bitch doing?
I'm so fucking angry with that bitch, Gina.
Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. My name is BLACSIREN and how we doing today? Are we sad? Happy? Let me know in the comments. And no bitch, this is not a hijab. Okay, the fuck? Listen, I am having a headache because my head is so tight right now. This area, bitch, I'm literally suffocating from all the gas. I feel like I'm out of oxygen. Yeah, I think I'm gonna die. My head is about to explode. And can you tell I'm actually very tired because I'm actually filming this at the 29th of October and it is now currently 2 o'clock in the morning. And I don't even know if I can make it on time because this is supposed to be my last look for this year's Halloween, but since it's 29th and it takes a couple of days of filming, you know, if you're watching this on November, hey, happy November. What did you do for Halloween? Let me know in the comments. Okay, real talk. Last year this month, October, I was so energized. Bitch, I did 5-6 looks to celebrate Halloween. But this year, I feel like I'm slowly dying inside. It almost feels like somebody just punched me in my gut. And my energy just slowly dwindles down to nothing. So you guys been asking me, oh my god, when is the next story time? Bitch, no, there's nothing. There's no book on my finger. The fuck? So you guys want a story time, right? I'm gonna give you a story time. So without further ado, let's get started. Am I the asshole for despising my mentally handicapped sister? Oh my god. Yo, I feel very naked. Is it because I don't have hair? Oh, I don't know. Just feel something is wrong. The title makes me sound horrible, but hear me out. My sister is severely autistic. She requires attention almost 24/7 and cannot be left alone. She is nonverbal and cannot take care of herself at all. Despite the fact that she is only 12 and she is extremely destructive and violent and destroys anything she gets her hands on. I hate her. This should be wrong to say, but it doesn't feel like it. You know what? I actually feel bad for her because it takes a lot for a person to say they hate their siblings. You can say you hate a stranger, somebody they've never met on the internet, but a sibling who grew up in the same roof as you, it takes a lot for you to say, oh, I hate my siblings. I was only 6 years old when she was born, and since then, I've never solely had my parents' attention. Ever since I can remember, the world has revolved around her. I was moved out of my room into the basement at 7 because she needed to be in the room next to my parents. Holy shit. That's not fair. All of my toys as a child were destroyed by her, and my parents simply ignored me when I complained. Even when I was 14 and she destroyed a Mac my school gave me, I was in the wrong. Listen, this sister should be taken care of by somebody who's professionally trained to take care of autistic people, not her. Like, why is she the collateral damage of everything that her sister had done? That's just fucked up. But what about the parents? Like, the parents didn't do anything. Along with this, I am expected to take care of her and then drop everything I do for her. See, this is what I was talking about. She should not be the one to be responsible for her sister. It's not fair. I can never make plans with my friends because my parents expected me to be there if they needed me to take care of her. Even when I do somehow get time to myself, I am required to leave if they need me. If I do not, then I'm punished. The recent example of this is when I went to see the new Spider-Man movie and was grounded because I turned my phone off in the theater. Huh? Oh my fucking god, this is just so suffocating and toxic. Can the parents just let her take a break? Even when I'm reading this, I feel like I just can't breathe. This is too much. I'm suffocating. Well, one part is probably because the gauze that's wrapped around my head and it's choking me from the inside out. But listen, she's a kid. She's a teenager. She's supposed to have a childhood, but instead, she's taking care of her autistic sister. It's not her responsibility. I feel so bad for her. It seems as if I am nothing more than a slave to them, and anything involving her simply overshadows me. The last week, I was chosen to give a speech at a school event. I was so excited, and my parents promised to be there, but they never showed up and claimed it was because of my sister. Anytime anything like this happens for me, they're just too busy for her. I've held this in for so long and it finally spilled out today. Well, see, you shouldn't keep things bottling up because if you do, it's gonna explode one day like a grenade. While talking about colleges with my father, he joked that I should get a degree that pays well so when they're gone, I can take care of my sister. Oh my fucking god, will literally punch that motherfucker in the throat. I don't know why, but this caused me to break down. I cried and screamed about I am nothing more than a caretaker to them, but they always make it about her and that I'm expected to be her slave for the rest of my life. I've locked myself in my room since then, and my parents have not come to check on me. Am I the asshole here? Listen, if this is like a regular shit story, I'll probably drag this sister to the filth, but since this sister is autistic, I feel like I'll be an asshole if I said anything bad. So I'm just gonna attack the parents. She needs to get the fuck out of the house right the fuck now. Because one day, this whole situation is gonna collapse her. It's gonna push her off of the cliff. This is like a dead circle. This is like a maze that she would never get out. I'm just so scared for her. Like, she's so young and she has to deal with this bullshit. Like, what the fuck? And also let me know in the comments if autism can be detectable in pregnancy. Well, I'm not saying the mother, if it was detectable, the mother should just get abortion. I'm just simply curious. And did you catch what the dad had said to her? Oh, you should study a major that's gonna make you a lot of money in the future so you can take care of your sister. 어머, 미쳤어.
미친 치겠어.
She also said, I don't despise my sister. It's not her fault that she was born the way she is. My parents came to talk to me in a while after my breakdown, but I was unable to bring myself to talk to them and only cried and asked them to leave. They had made an arrangement with my grandfather for me to stay with him for the time being, and I'm getting ready to go to his house. My parents wants to talk to me, but we have decided it's best I leave for now to have some space and time to click myself. We will be sitting down and talking later this week about this issue. So she went to live with her grandpa and she said, I started by telling my grandpa the story of why I broke down the way I did. And to be honest, he seemed horrified. No one in my family knew my parents were using me as essentially a free care service for my sister. My grandpa told me some things that I don't feel comfortable repeating here, but in essence, my sister is supposed to be getting care from a professional, that my parents were ignoring that. Along with this, I was not supposed to be caring for her at all, with her mental state as apparently she is a danger to herself and others. See, that's what I said. She needs a professional help. It shouldn't be her. It shouldn't even be her parents, to be honest, because like she said, her sister is non-verbal. That bitch cannot talk. And she hits people. Oh my gosh, she reminds me of that Douyin girl. What's her name? Xiao Xiao. Have you ever seen her, like the girl with the fucked up hair looking like eyelashes? With everything else I told him, along with the stuff like the movie incident, he was really mad and told me not to contact my parents without him here. He pretty much told me that he would be meeting with my parents beforehand and that he was going to be there when I sat down with them. Oh, such a good grandpa. It didn't end here either. The rest of the week consisted of other family checking in on me and telling me things that my parents hid from me. This included that the fact that my parents had been taking money from family to fund a caretaker that doesn't exist. Oh my fucking god, these scamming ass, trifling bitch ass bitches. God knows, like nobody knows how much money they have been taking from the family. And clearly, they're not spending it on the girls. And bitch, imagine if you go to their house and if you open the closet of the mom, Louis Vuitton bags, Bitch, Cartier love bracelet. I'm just kidding. That's why they don't even talk to the family members. They don't even talk to the grandpa because they're ashamed. They've been pocketing the money for themselves and oh my god, that's a scam. They should go to jail for that. Suffice to say, this week has been rough. But the upside is, even through all this, my extended family has been giving me more love than I've ever felt in a while. This is just so sad. I'm about to cry. The grandfather spent this last week making up for the time that I've lost, encouraging me to spend time with friends and do things I wanted to do. My aunts and uncles have also been helping me through the week. Well, Saturday night, I sat down with parents to talk. It went badly, to say the least. They came clean to me about everything. They told me things I would not repeat here, but they did not apologize. My parents still claim that I somehow owe to my sister my time. My father even saying you were put here to be her caretaker.
Escucha las palabras de las brujas, los secretos escondidos en la noche, los antiguos dioses.
뭐? 진짜 말도 안 돼. 지금 무슨 소리야? I am composed. After everything I learned, I confronted them. On the fact that my sister needed a caretaker, the money my dad was taking from his sister, and a few other things. They denied or made excuses, and in the end, we ended up in a worse place than before. Today would be my last time talking to them for a while. After talking with my grandfather and uncle last night, I'm not going back. Good decision, girl. Yeah, you shouldn't. Okay, fuck them. Emancipate yourself from them. Bitch, the fuck? Later today, I'm going there to picking up my stuff and moving in with my grandfather. Oh my god. When I graduate high school, I'm planning on leaving the state to go to school. My aunt has told me that the money she was sending my dad will be instead of coming to me from now on. Oh. My parents have called me twice since Saturday. Neither of them were to apologize and only asked when I was coming home. How about never? I'll come home when you die, bitch. I'll open its open casket so I can take a shit on your corpse. I won't be going back to them. You go, girl. Right now, I still feel pretty uneasy about everything, but I feel like that'll pass. The rest of my family is showing their support to me, and honestly, it feels great. But in the end, I lost my parents. Over all of this, I've learned something that I wished I saw earlier. I don't hate my sister. In fact, I love her with all of my heart. Oh, you're a saint for saying this. I think if this happened to me, I think I would be loathing. I would be loathing the whole family, my parents and my sister. I'm sorry, I'm just a hater. I should never projected my hate onto her. That was wrong. And someday I hope to make up for it. But for now, I need to leave. We just got back from moving my things out of my parents' house, and everything I wanted to take, my grandpa and my uncle helped me move, and it's at my grandpa's house now. I have my birth certificate, social security card, and every other document and record I could think of. My parents were quiet the whole time I was there. Shortly after I arrived, my dad left my sister, and my mom only hovered over us silently as we moved. It took a while. But as we left, she broke down and told me she loved me and would miss me. I hugged her and said goodbye, and that was it. Even now I sit here and think if she really meant it. Oh, she need to actually pondering if her mom, her own mom, biological mom actually loves her. She need to think about this. After this whole week of her not saying anything, she waited till the end. I hope she meant it. Right now, though, I think I just need to look ahead. Maybe one day, me and my parents can reconnect. I hope so. You know, some people, they just don't deserve to be parents just because you have the functionality to produce kids. That doesn't mean you need to. Okay? You know, I really wish there's a fucking test. There's a fucking test for everyone who wants to be parents to take. If you wanted to be a parent, take that fucking test. And if you fail, you're not a parent material. You know, I really wish her the best. I really do, because I truly feel bad for her. You know how sometimes we say in Chinese, 人的悲欢并不相通. But when you read stories like this, you just sympathize it. You would just like put yourself into their shoes and think about, okay, what if this happens to me? What would happen? I don't even want to think about it. Because like, thank God she has other relatives. She has her grandfather and uncle to depend on. What if she has no one? Let me know in the comments. What do you think about this story? What about the parents? What would you do if this happens to you? Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.